GM friends to our live stream, and today the topic is Argentina, Bitcoin all-time high, and we have two new guests. Say hello.
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 GM. So today we are the first, it's the first international show. We have Marce from Argentina, and today also you can listen to our beautiful English. And yeah, maybe sometimes we will translate for Yachty because his English is not the yellow from the egg, I've heard.
Yachty's already angry when speaking English, so sorry.
So Marce, introduce yourself. What are you doing in the Bitcoin space? And yeah, what do you want to tell us?
Okay, hello. My name is Marcela. Ich komme aus Argentinien und wohne in Buenos Aires. Freue mich. Ich lerne Deutsch, aber mein Deutsch ist nicht gut. So I'm going to switch to English. But danke für die Einladung.
Danke, dass du dabei bist.
Danke fürs Dabeisein. Das Deutsch war nicht schlecht. Also kein Fehler.
That was the most German answer you could imagine. Nicht schlecht. Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay. Danke. So I am in the ecosystem since 2017 because of a friend who introduced me on it. And when I understand Bitcoin, I rapidly get into Bitcoin, like in every kind of place that you can be. I did mining, I did trading. I started to learn everything about it because I became crazy about it. So now I'm in the crypto community, working with all this army, making like solution for communities in this moment and everything, like meetups and teach people how to become a Bitcoiner if they want. So that's a little bit of me.
Amazing. And I think that's a good time to introduce your project, LaWallet. And I'm going to share my screen and you can explain it in a little bit more detail. What's the aim of the project and what are you trying to do and what have you already achieved?
Okay, last January we went to El Salvador for a conference there, the Plan B conference, and we figured out that people in El Salvador, they are using mainly 99% of the people are using the same Lightning wallet. So we was worried about that, and we decided to, what we are commitment to do is like to decentralize the use of Bitcoin. So we have this product that it's called LaWallet. It's a Lightning wallet that you can deploy all the backend with you, so you can be the self-custodial of the funds, and you can provide to the communities this product.
It's like a community bank. So could I also use it in Germany and say, okay, I'm going to hold funds for my friends and family so they can pay easily, or what's the idea behind it?
It has different stage of self-custodial. You can actually deploy it for you as like the Bitcoiner. We have this concept that we call el Bitcoiner de la familia, family Bitcoiner, the person who knows much more about Bitcoin. It's willing to do this kind of thing, like help with the Bitcoin wallet and everything. So you can be the custodial of the funds of the people you know and you use with this wallet.
Okay, interesting. And who is already using it? Is it already in use?
Yes, of course. We are using in our community, la crypto community in Argentina, all our events or everything we do about it, we pay with Bitcoin, Lightning Network, and we use these wallets. We have like these NFC cards. And we actually, the thing that we are doing now with the Latin America community, we are we have this LaWallet now. This is the project that we have like 40 communities like they are registered to apply to this kit community, and we are going to pick only 10 communities to deploy this project, and they are going to have their own cards, like different custom cards for different type of cards to sell in their community or give to the person who use it. And well, that's the idea, of course.
And what does it mean, multi-token? So is it not like really Bitcoin? Do you have like a derivative of Bitcoin, or what does that mean?
That may be a kind of the roadmap, but we are only Lightning Network wallet.
Okay.
Maybe late in the time we can add some kind of like bridge between USDT Lightning, but we are not working right now with that. The wallet works with the network.
With a stable coin, you plan to integrate stable coins in the future?
In the future, we are maybe working on that. Yes.
But no shit coins, right?
No, of course, no shit coins. We are.
I mean, that's an interesting project. I really like it. And you had also the keyword Nostr on it. How is it working with Nostr? What is the place of Nostr in this kind of?
Well, the wallet is like programming all in Nostr, so you can have the auditability. I don't know if that word is correct. You can know. You can have the full. You can track in all the funds of the wallet. That's the thing. I'm not really the person to explain it in English, but the thing is that the way that this wallet send the information to the right information of the transaction is with Nostr background. So as Nostr is an open protocol, also you can check that all the information around it, like it's like on open source and auditable transactions.
Okay, that's exciting.
I recently talked to some Argentinian Bitcoiner, and he said that he estimates that maybe, I don't know, from the people 0 to, let's say, 60 years, there's like around 50%, 70% crypto adoption. So people using Bitcoin, stable coins, whatever. Like, what's your take on this? Because like here in the chat, of course, it's mostly Germans who don't have a clue about the Argentinian Bitcoin community. So it would be
in Argentina, we have like this. We live this inflation situation since we was born mainly. So we have much more needed than you for sure. So the thing is, people here are more interested in Bitcoin and a stable coin also, because we have like a lot of restriction to get, for example, dollars, or if you want to like store value in one way. So people are more open to become to this kind of technology.
And
that's amazing.
Do you have like some roughly number? How many people, if you go on the street, how many people there actually have a wallet already, Lightning wallet, a custodial Lightning wallet or whatever, but use it in any way?
Well, I don't know if I am able to say something like that, but we have like I don't know, but the community is huge, but I don't know how many people I can say. Maybe someone there in the chat or from the community can say something, but I don't really know. But I don't know when for example, Bitcoin conference, they have like kind of 10,000. How do you say Tanya in English? Like 10,000.
Yeah, so
it's a lot of people. That's
yes.
It's like,
so you have the interest in here.
You have a lot of interest. Hi, people. I'm here as well. I'm actually in Buenos Aires as well. I'm in the studio studios here at La Crypta and for us, I mean, we are here with the community every day. So like the community is around 2,500 people, right? So like we are in our Bitcoin bubble, like we don't see what's going on the outside. But like when I've been here to LaBitConf, I mean, there were 10,000 people like just at the conference. It's huge. And like what I see and realize, people do get it. Like the inflation is, I mean, since Malay is here, like it's got much better, but like in the last couple of years, I don't know, like Argentina had 5 currencies, right? So it's just like, it's insane. And that's something, especially in Germany or Europe, we can't imagine, right? So like they store their like dollars, what they have like under their beds, right? So it's because they have no other opportunity to save.
Yeah, that's interesting. And how is it with Milei? Do you like Milei, Marce? And do you feel like your life is getting better because you have now, again, economic growth in Argentina? I think it's for this year is like projected 6%. That's not bad. Seems like your country is making a U-turn into a more wealthy country again.
Well, yes, I hope that. I am, of course, much more like enthusiast. Like I like Milei, but I'm not fan of any government. You know, it's like
that's based.
So
that's the spirit.
It's much better than we used to have. And the thing is, I am agree with when everything is more free. It's better for everybody. So I am in the same line of his ideas. But, well, there is something that maybe I don't like the way he presents, but mainly I think we are going to be better. And now we can feel the difference between last year, the other years.
You can feel it, that your life is, or that like the environment is changing, that there is more like...
Yes, you feel like people is much more like hopeless. I don't know.
Hopeful, okay.
Hopeful, yeah. But even though it's difficult because like we have had a lot of years of like corruption and everything. So it's a lot of people like already like in a bad side. So you have to like go around 180%. So, but we are changing direction.
Do you have some short summary how actually this whole movement in Argentina started? Because if I look in Germany, for example, we are still very state-loving, let's say. It's like for us, Milei is, I don't know, they call him all the names and say it's really crazy what he's doing with his libertarian stuff. Like being libertarian in Germany is still very, very far away, let's say. How was it in Argentina?
In Argentina, people became crazy. But the thing is that what I think is that Argentinian people are so like we live a lot of time like being lying, you know, like everybody lied about everything. So now we have like this president that he said, I'm going to do this, and he actually do that. So that's really different for us, you know. It's like we are like reborning, you know. That's what I think.
How fast?
In Germany we say
like
Macher.
Roughly,
Macher. He's a Macher.
Yeah.
Milei is a Macher.
Yeah.
Macher,
yeah.
We hope so.
There's El Gorilla asking you, Marce, can you explain how we buy apartments in Argentina? Or you guys know?
Well, for example, yes, in Argentina, you can't believe this, but we pay, if you want to buy an apartment, you go with the full money in your pocket, like dollars. You have to like take it with you in cash, you know. We use cash. Okay. And I think that we can use cash everywhere, because otherwise we will be in troubles. I think cash is one of the elements that we cannot like drop off or let it go. Like we have to fight against that.
Germany loves cash. That's good about Germany. We love to pay cash.
Cash, yeah. I mean,
cash is king.
Like I'm not sure if I can say that here live, but Marce, like people don't pay taxes here, right? So it's like cash is like key. So it's like taxes, like, and no, if you actually go here to a restaurant, and by the way, Argentina and Buenos Aires is super expensive right now. So it's crazy. It's like Madrid or like any big city in Europe. Like, but if you actually go to a restaurant and pay in cash, you get a 30% discount.
30% discount.
Yeah. It's like
30, where does that come from?
Well,
and if you pay in Bitcoin, is it
I don't
possible?
know.
Like,
try to use your credit card here. That's like the fees they are charging here. That's insane. That's like, the other day I tried to cash out something and went to the bank and I wanted to, like, the maximum amount was like $30 and my fees were $15.
Really?
And I like that, and $30 were the maximum I could cash out. So I have to do it over and over again. It's like, this is insane. But I mean, they have a ATM machine at La Crypta, so you can just get some cash out with Lightning. So that's nice. If
you're in Buenos Aires, how many restaurants or places can you pay with Bitcoin, or let's say Bitcoin? Is it like common or still some very niche thing?
No, it's very new, and we need to work on that part. But as Buenos Aires is a big city, it's kind of difficult, and we need to focus. We are actually like planning and talking about this because we would like to like. They are doing the people that register for the La Crypta know as they live in little communities or little towns, it's easier to like start to work on that kind of circular economy around it. So as Buenos Aires is kind of bigger, we have to like start to like. At first, we need a lot of people working on that. So it's kind of difficult, but we are working on that. Actually, we will have for example, in Palermo is a place in Buenos Aires that there is a few places that they accept Bitcoin. So, but we need to work on that also.
I mean, it took like you guys a year to accept a shawarma place, like on Bitcoin only. A year, can you imagine? They went there every Tuesday and were asking, do you accept Bitcoin? And if they said no, away. So
it was like Pragmatica, yeah.
And now every Tuesday it's Shawarma Tuesday, so they're going with their army to that place and everybody is paying in Bitcoin. It's crazy.
There's also a question from Alex Anarcho. What's the safety situation in Buenos Aires? Is there a big risk of getting robbed when walking the streets, or
no?
What's your impression?
Absolutely not. To be honest, I think Berlin is.
That's not a measurement, no.
No, it's like, I mean, I'm very like, I live here right now in Palermo, which is super, super safe. So I don't have any problems going out in the night by myself. But in general, like I go here with the underground. I took also a bus. I don't have any problems. I'm here with my phone, like on the street. I think from all the places I've been in South America so far, like Buenos Aires is one of the safest places I've been. So it's a great place. It's really, really cool.
And Alex,
do you agree,
nobody wants to rob Moneo. No, Alex Anajo is a big Monero guy, so it will be no problem. You will not get robbed. Nobody wants your little shit.
Marce, do you agree with Tanja, or like did you see some change over the last years?
Tanja, as Gorilla says there, Tanja lives in a place that it's kind of a bubble in Buenos Aires, maybe, but well, it's not that safe every place. Like, but well, the thing is, you can feel also in that way, or at least I feel a little bit more safe than I used to feel. But yes, you have to take care, of course. There is something that is not that safe, but mainly, I think we are going in a good way.
But if you compare to Sao Paulo, for example, like Buenos Aires,
Sao Paulo, you cannot.
Like, you know, just to like, no, it's true. It's like just to have a perspective. Like,
yeah.
You can't, like,
last time I was in Sao Paulo, I was like with my cell phone like this, and at these two persons, one of this size and one of this size, start to shouting at me, put your cell phone in your pocket. You cannot take it like that. Like people from jobs, you know, like they say everybody can like just pass by you and take it off. So yes, not that time, but you have to be like
cautious, of course.
Yeah, cautious. Exactly.
Don't use the ledger cap or the ledger Halsband. So don't wear your hardware wallet on your neck or in your cap.
Yeah, of course.
That's not a good idea.
Not a good idea, actually. No.
We have
By the way, guys, like
week.
it's basically every time we do this live stream, the Bitcoin price is pumping, and now we reached the new all-time high right now. I think a few minutes ago or something. So
happy all-time high!
Congratulations, everybody!
I was just like, are you playing the video, Finn, or what?
Tanja, what's you saying?
Yeah, happy all-time high and
happy all-time high, everybody.
Their spirits were sunken and low. Their bags weighed more than a ton. There was neither sign nor show when the bull began his run. The shills were shilling wall to wall. The gig was up, they had their fun, and every short got a margin call when the bull began his run. The candle's green came fast and tall. Each wick was bold, quick to stun. His eyes burned red and his horns did more when the bull began his run. Now fortune smiles upon the need. His bags of gold gleam in the sun. The outer stream of his balance sheet, and every bear is left with none. Since the bull began his run.
Yeah, the Bitcoin price dropped 2,000.
What a nice video.
The show started.
So at the moment, I am at a education for my career. It's called Control Academy. They also watching, or they told me they're watching. So greetings to them. And they like Bitcoin, but they are really new to it. So Marce, how would you explain Bitcoin to a newcomer from your perspective? What's your quick explanation of Bitcoin? Why should you invest time to learn about it?
Well, Bitcoin for me is like a revolution. It's a social revolution. Of course, it has all the technology and everything, but the main subject is you can through everything, the whole fucking system, financial system, and take the hand in your hands, the power of your energy, of your work, and make it valuably, with the value that it has of your energy again in your hands. That I think that is Bitcoin. It's like a social revolution.
Very well said.
I have tears in my eyes, Marce. It's beautiful. No, it's she's right. And actually, Marcela, she I've been here now the third time in Buenos Aires, and I know Marcela kind of from the beginning, and she taught me a lot about Bitcoin, the social system, the social economic. And I mean, I'm just such a fan of this community here because they gave me a home when I had none. So there was a time last year where I was like, oh my God, what I'm going to do with my life. And they were just super, super friendly and say, come here. So, and like, yeah, so they educated me and taught me so much. I mean, I'm even not a year in the ecosystem. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So you learned about Bitcoin in Argentina from Marce?
Also, yeah, like, and I mean, we've been
amazing.
to El Salvador as well together to Plan B, and now we go to Europe, to Prague. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh yeah,
like, you know,
good points.
Yeah, it's like as a woman, it's also nice to, you know, learn from another woman. And
Yeah.
I mean, she's like in the ecosystem since 2017. That's crazy, like for a woman, right? So it's like, how many people do you know who are like that early from the ecosystem? And yeah, so that
3 women, probably 3.
Yes, when I started in Bitcoin, I became crazy about it, and I tried to convert everybody around me. Like, mainly the only thing that I can speak, because it drives me so crazy, because you learn things. I learned from Bitcoin things that I didn't learn in school. You know, it's like why they didn't tell me that. It's like, this is important to know for life. So it's like I start to like speak all day long about it, and well, mainly I became around my friends and the friends of my friends and the family of my friends as the crazy Bitcoiner. And back in the all-time high back in 2021, everybody started to call me like crazy, because from the pandemic situation, they start to need some like free option to send money to people, and there was the only way, and I was the only one that knows in that time. So yes, I think it's like it's a huge revolution. Once you get it, you cannot, like, once you wake up, you cannot like put it in a side. It's like the only way, I think.
How old do you think is the average Bitcoin in Argentina? Because in Germany, it's very much like, I would say it's end of 30, like roughly 40 years old is the average Bitcoiner. Is male, 40 years old. And,
well, in Argentina, it's mainly young people, you know, but we also have like, I don't know, some person from like around 40, really young people around 40. Yes, and young people, like, because they are interested in or they study something around technology and programming and everything. But yeah.
Okay, now it's getting a little bit too serious. So let's start with our classic question. How much kids should a Bitcoiner have? What is the optimal number, Marce? That's like the main topic. I mean, that's besides Bitcoin the main topic. What is the ideal number of kids for a good Bitcoiner?
Kids, we need like early adopters. That's kids.
Kids, yeah, but you produce them, so not like the kids. How much kids should an average Bitcoiner produce? What should you aim for? Should you have like 1 kid, 2 kids, 3, 4, 5?
We are, I think, like globally, we are really compromising that subject, you know, because people are not having kids right now.
That's a big problem.
A really big problem.
And we try to fix it with this live stream. That's our mission also. We
need to find new Bitcoiners.
Exactly. I'm completely agree. We have a few early adopters in our community. We have a new one actually just was born a few months ago. So, but that's something that we need to work on it.
Yeah.
We have to like work between Bitcoiners each other in order to create new Bitcoiners. Yes, because once you know about Bitcoin, you want to like be around people who understand this and like, yes, you cannot be with a normie one. Not anymore. That's a problem, but could be a really good thing. But we need to create like more 40 people like age people around 40, like Bitcoiners, in order to create early adopters.
12 children each. I was saying 21, I think. But we said like it needs to be over 2, like 2.5 or 3. So we have like 1 spare children if something was wrong.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So we start to work on that right now because you don't have enough time, you know.
No pressure.
We end the live stream now, and
Yes, exactly.
by the time I like produced 12 children, I'm like nearly 50, right?
Yeah, you need to start run out like a bull run, but with kids.
Yeah, that's the name of the show. Bull run for kids. Bull run for kids.
27. No. I don't think that's a good idea. You have to like handle a lot of, I don't know, a lot of different.
Yeah, traditional.
Yeah.
We prefer traditional stuff.
Yeah.
So one man, one woman. That's the idea. We have here like we want to be a Vorbild.
Yeah.
And cats doesn't count. We need real people. Cats can't buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe you can inherit your Bitcoin to your pets at one point. I don't know. But no. I would say maximum I would have 3 kids. I think otherwise my body like will not make it.
Okay, minimum.
It's like it's much. I think now at least one. It's
mandatory. Absolutely.
Mandatory should be once, and then if you add more early adopter, it's better.
You get like a higher status. It should be a status symbol that you create new Bitcoiner.
Okay. Well,
that would be good. I think that's in Mongolia. I think I've seen something like Mongolia is still a country with a lot of kids. And the reason is, it's a status symbol. I think Mongolia is the only country without high religious pressure and which is not completely poor, which has a lot of kids. So let's copy Mongolia. It's just well seen in the society.
Okay. Thank you for that
advice. We need to go and check. Thank you for the recommendation.
And what is your favorite conspiracy theory? That's also like a very lovable topic in our little live stream. Your favorite conspiracy theory? Conspiracy? I can't say it. Conspiracy theory.
About
anything. What is your favorite one? Do you have a favorite one?
Sorry?
Maybe give her an example.
Like the moon landing was fake. That's an example for a Verschwörungstheory. Yeah. What is your favorite one? Do you have a favorite one?
I don't know if favorite like to me like so positive. The ones what hurt me a lot was the pandemic situation like 4 years ago. That's what kind of like to erase people with where we are talking about like don't have a kid, like we need to like be less people in the world. So they give us the shot in order to die. You know what I mean?
How was the situation in Argentina? Was it like really oppressive, or was it more like
Argentina was crazy? We were like crazy. People got crazy. We were like close, like in how do you call this?
To us, they had a curfew. Shops were closed.
Everything like mainly kind of a year. I don't know because. People became crazy. You cannot be able to work here. You cannot go out and you cannot work in your own company. You cannot even go out for a walk.
Unless you have a dog.
Unless you have a dog and you can go like 500 meters around your block and something like that. And the worst part was the whole people just accepted and ask for more control and
crazy.
Call the police, and if you go out was like here it works perfectly. Like the idea of like control was
it was
blow mine. I became crazy in that time. So scared because people just accept that situation and they don't even say a word about it. They just say, okay, I'm going to stay at home until this end. I don't know, and was like, I don't know, was a difficult time back that time. Yeah, that's what
I hear
don't favorite, but was like crazy.
But okay, but that's, I would say.
What was that?
That's our little video to the theory of the week.
I hear that Labers basically he was a big criticizer of the lockdowns basically in Argentina.
Yeah,
that's how he also got popular, right?
Yes. He was one of the ones who shout like against the lockdown, but yes.
The good thing about Argentina could buy fake tests, wax, everything, every certificate. There was a good gray market in Argentina. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, you can like fake everything here. That was like the thing that in Argentina you have, maybe, I don't know, in Europe I think it's much more difficult to get something like that. But in Argentina, as we all have like this part that you can do it for all the other way, you can fix this kind of thing. So you can like get this fake certificate and you can go abroad and keep doing everything. But yes, was a difficult time here.
Marce, do you know Les Femmes Oranges? Like, did you ever hear of it?
Nein. Was ist das?
That's a women's.
Yeah,
that's a women's kind of group we explored in Germany, the DACH region, where we have like similar, where we did the women's brunch in El Salvador, the women's only. So that's quite well like educated and popular in Germany. So there are different kind of decentralized, like I would say, groups all around the world who open up meetups.
Excellent. But where I can find that kind of that work?
I can show you. It's like they have a website. They have
a website. Excellent. Yeah.
But no, I don't think there's one in Buenos Aires or Argentina yet.
Until now, you can see.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have like in crypto, we have a few women that are crazy also about Bitcoin. But yes, we need to like make like
more.
We need a army of women. And I also was surfing in your page. As I told you, I'm going to be in Austria like next month. So I try to go to the Einundzwanzig community in Tirol. They are going to have a meetup. Nice. Yeah, I would try to make it. Yes, I love it. It's in Innsbruck.
Innsbruck, yeah.
I also wearing the shirt here from Jedna 20. That's basically the Czech Einundzwanzig. There's also Slovakian Einundzwanzig. It's spreading all around. You also have like some official Einundzwanzig in Argentina?
No, there is none. We checked it. But the founder of this place, he bought already the domain after like
nice.
After I showed him, we watched the video where Gigi explained the blueprint and the concept, and he loved it. He was like, let me buy the domain. I was like, I'm gonna do this here. Yeah. So,
not bad.
Yeah.
Say hello to Peter.
Peter Taschler. He was like the founder of a big conference in Innsbruck. It was an amazing conference. It was two times, but then they stopped it. Peter, what is going on? Start your conference again. It was really nice.
Yeah, we'd love that, Peter.
Yeah.
It's like a very interesting take. Like El Gorilla says that every Argentinian is naturally against the government. Would you agree with this statement?
Yeah, of course. As our Argentinian people is like we are against government, against rules, and we are able to create our own way in order to avoid like rules that we don't like it, and we can do that here in Argentina, and we are mainly in that way. Yeah, that's what we love, like Bitcoin that much also, because you don't need to ask permission anybody.
I wish
And you have something which is called barranismo. What is barranismo?
Barranismo is when you can do everything like all out of the system.
Okay, nice.
You pay cash.
That's very interesting.
You pay less. You pay with Bitcoin. You have to pay less than in cash. That's what I think, because Bitcoin is much more valuable than cash. Valuable. Yeah.
Nice. And we are going to follow the 21 blueprint. Who is El Gorilla? Do you know him, Marce? Is he one?
He's
he is the founder of La Cripta, the community, the huge community in Argentina. We have mainly many people there in the chat or everything. And we are really like, we are inspired with every community. You are one of the community that inspired us to keep going. Like the way you work with this, like Bitcoinization, like going around, like do it Bitcoin like bigger. So
nice. So we are your role model, and that's really nice. You guys have a very nice communities German map. Yeah, there's like a map. You can see it here in the background, where you can see all our meetups we have in every little city or medium-sized city. We have like a Telegram group, and yeah, we have a community in each city. That's really nice.
It's roughly like 255 meetups in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland combined. So it's quite okay. I would say like maybe there are even more who aren't registered here on the platform, on the website. So, but I want to see some in Argentina too, you know. Let's see.
We are going to have a big party
on Friday,
because we have like our, how do you call, like the patriotic day.
Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Bitcoin Pizza Day, patriotic day, like, and we are going to have a huge party this Friday in La Cripta house, because we have a place where we make every meetup here. It's a beautiful house, like old house in Palermo, that it's called where we made all the things. It works as a co-work. We reunion. No, how can you say?
You network every Tuesday.
We network every Tuesday there, so people from everywhere can go and do some networking and everything. And we
I
also
sent you some pictures, Finn. That's the pictures I sent you from the house.
Yeah, I can't show them now. That's the Einundzwanzig preparation.
That preparation.
It looks very nice.
Bitcoin only community from the blood, and because everything that you do in La Cripta, you pay even the coffee. You have a machine and you pay the coffee with Bitcoin. Everything you pay with Bitcoin, and using LaWallet for sure.
In Germany, we have these beer taps, these lightning beer taps. You just hold a cup under this beer tap, basically, and then you send some lightning Bitcoin, and then it automatically fills your cup with beer. That's
excellent.
The most important. Yeah, that's the most important German
it's more
invention.
German, like beer than coffee. I like that.
Yeah,
and can you also pay the stake in La Cripta? Do you have like a steakhouse who accepts
everything?
Bitcoin?
Actually, we made barbecues, and we paid everything you pay with Bitcoin in La Cripta. We are Bitcoiner.
We are also here kind of a nutrition live stream. So we also have like strong opinions on nutrition. And the really important question is, how much do you pay for steak per kilogram in Argentina? Because I think it should be a good price performance, because you have a lot of cows and You are popular for it. Do you know it? How much you pay?
Well, I don't know if maybe Tanya, I'm not a really good one on this because...
per kilo is difficult. Oh my God. The guys in the chat have to help out here, but it's like
per steak. That's fine.
Well, actually, we have like I personally became how do you call the carnicero, the person who deal with the butcher.
Yeah. Yeah,
we have a butcher near to my home that he accepts Bitcoin.
My God.
In their shop, in his shops, and today, 2 minutes ago, he sent me some picture for another person who just appeared in the butchery, in the place, in the job, in order to buy Bitcoin, and he paid with our wallet actually.
Nice. That was nice advertisement.
Yeah, I love it. It's like I love with the people. Well, he is also libertarian, so he's really. He understands what he's doing. That's a thing. When you understand it, you cannot like do another thing.
As at Einundzwanzig, we're of course very, very toxic Bitcoin only. Yeah, there's no shitcoins, of course. Yes, sometimes Bitcoinado in the chat. He's a shitcoiner, but otherwise there's no shitcoins at Einundzwanzig. But how would you say is the Bitcoin only adoption in Argentina? Are there many people who are Bitcoin only, or are there very many shitcoiners, or what do you think?
Well, there is a big community also about shitcoiners, around shitcoiners, but I think they are going to get cured.
Yes, that's nice. That's what I want to hear.
The example that happened here with Libra, I think is one of the examples that maybe when people start to like ask about it and they understand it, they also understand the power of Bitcoin against or in another hand like the shitcoins, you know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think this shitcoin project for Millet damaged his reputation there?
I don't think so, but there was a confused situation about they say Bitcoin and they say Libra, and you can maybe don't understand exactly that, but we work on making difference between the both things. So
it's actually saying 1 kilogram of ribeye steak is costing $12 US.
Yeah, 10, 20, yeah.
That's crazy. I was thinking
it's amazing.
Yes.
Maxmatica will be flying there right now after the stream, I think.
Yeah, it's a good.
It's
it's the most important price in an economy. How many minutes do you have to work to afford 1 kilogram of steak?
But
when
it's
I'm
like
coming,
it's insane. They have here every Friday an asado at the community center, and like I eat every day a steak here. It's like if I don't get my steak, I'm gonna be super grumpy. And you feel so much better. Like when I was back in Germany for 4 weeks, like meat is insanely expensive, and then it doesn't taste good. Like once you tasted the meat here, it's like, yeah, you have to come here. Like
you have to come to Argentina, and we are going to prepare some barbecue for you. Of course, it will be like a special situation for Einundzwanzig community.
Oh yeah, we make a steak party, the Einundzwanzig Global Argentina Strategy Steak Meeting.
It's nothing official yet, but I might actually come to Argentina at LaBitConf. I think it's beginning of November this year.
Yeah, so exactly, yes.
Then we can make a big barbecue party, right?
Yeah, nice. Well, they have then like also the Halloween party you're doing, right? So
end of October, yes.
Don't say that I was vegan before.
Well, that's a perfect example. You can cure about it. You can cure. You get a cure.
I was 20 years vegetarian and vegan as well. Going to Argentina.
Nice. You are healed now.
Yeah, well,
Argentina healed you.
You're right. So Berlin is just like, oh, be vegan, be healthy.
Yes. Degenerate.
Millet destroyed the shitcoins with that Libra thing. That's interesting.
I didn't get that.
With neither.
Yeah, I think it's kind of what I say. It's like you can understand the different. I mean, as Libra is a really bad thing, people just say, okay, this is a shitcoin or this is a altcoin, and it's like Libra. Okay, I don't care about it. So Bitcoin goes like, it's like, I think like so every time that something happens, like Bitcoin get more strength. No, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a comment which I try to translate with my Spanish. Pero mira esa sala Bitcoiner donde es Tanja. Aber ich habe noch nie einen Bitcoiner wie Tanja gesehen.
Yeah,
What
it's
does
like,
it mean?
Stock, right?
what he's like saying, so great, how do you say, like a compliment when Tanja is like the place. Negro is part of our community. He lives in another place in Buenos Aires, like, I don't know, 100 or 200 kilometers. And he is also coming to the party, to the Friday party, to Pizza Bitcoin Day. And we have like a few persons all around the Argentina that are especially coming for the party. So it's going to be huge.
So he was like hitting on Tanja live on the stream. Interesting.
Again,
normally people do that afterwards. Normally it's afterwards.
Yeah.
But
she deserved it, even though he's saying about the place. But
you need to be careful here. You should never say if you're single, so you really get the messages. Via Nostra.
Don't say anything about your
Argentinian concert, Victor. Yeah, maybe. And what about your community? Tell me about much more about your community, because I know from Tanja a little bit, but actually I learned Deutsch. I've been in Freiburg last year, and I went.
Nice.
I went to Freiburg I was there like a month in order to improve my German. But I was like, one of my other things that I check when I walk different places is like, okay, can I pay here something with Bitcoin? Yes. So I can pay my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner there. So I was like, how do you say, I was like saying to my family and my friends, okay, I'm here. Hello, I'm paying with Bitcoin here. So it's like I was really happy, because in Freiburg it's like a little place, and they have a few places that you can pay with Bitcoin there.
Nice.
So a Bitcoin walk, this
Freiburg.
Walk. Yeah. And
I'm from Freiburg.
You are from Freiburg?
Yes. Yeah, we like told the stores to accept Bitcoin, and some of the store owner or restaurant owners are also hardcore Bitcoiner. So yeah, we did the job. We did it done. Where have you been? In Yepa, or where did you eat? Can you remember?
Yeah. It's one of the most famous, like Canditerie.
Kolben Cafe. Was it Kolben Cafe?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kolben Cafe was my favorite. And I say, okay. I say the waitress. I say, okay, I'm going to pay with Bitcoin. Okay, no problem. And he came. He go look something, and he came, and instantly he don't need to ask anything, and he do it in the moment. And then I went to the other place, like right behind, like beside this Kolben Cafe that I don't remember.
Martinsbräu. It's the same owner. He is a hardcore Bitcoiner. He's a hardcore Bitcoiner, and he already accepts it's like for 3 years. So 3 years Lightning accepted.
So I have my bittere Schnitzel there.
The world
is
crazy, right? This is like,
I love that.
I love it.
That's amazing. And there is also like a Mexican restaurant, so you can even have like some tacos, Latin food, and it's called Yepa, and they also accept like Bitcoin in Freiburg.
Yeah. I love Freiburg. I love the place.
That's
Everything
nice.
was like that. That
Me
was
too.
like, and also went a few places in Europe. You can pay with Bitcoin. I've been in Barcelona, and they have also
Nice.
a few there.
But I think Freiburg is one of the really most active Einundzwanzig communities in Germany or German region. So like where I come from, like in the Ruhrgebiet, There are many smaller meetups, but there are not that many. Not that many places where you can actually pay with Bitcoin. It's like occasionally there's some restaurant, some bar where the barkeeper says, "Yeah, okay, you can send me some sets as a tip," but like really paying in Bitcoin is like it's more, it's really niche thing.
Yeah,
it's
I would say.
Badische Bitcoin Boomtown Freiburg, I call it. Badische Bitcoin Boomtown. Badisch is our like country state, and Boomtown it's because we have 10 places where you can pay with Bitcoin. Some restaurants, there's even like something where you can walk around, like Wanderhütte, and there's a craft beer lodge, so you can even buy German beer and like locally produced beer, and the DJ and masseur, and so there's even another tapas bar where you can eat tapas, so Spanish food. So that's crazy.
Spanish food, yeah. But you live or you are from there? Where do you live? Do you live in Freiburg?
I live there in the region. So I live close to Freiburg. I don't want to say where exactly, but I live close to Freiburg.
Of course, yes.
So yeah, that's my place.
Someone is asking here if there's some Einundzwanzig headquarters or something. And that's like exactly the thing. We don't have a headquarters. It's just about everyone. You can found your own Bitcoin meetup. You just need to have like one connection to another node. You have like 1 or 2 friends who are into Bitcoin, and then you make a meetup. Just meet each other every week or whatever you say, and then you can put your meetup there on the Einundzwanzig page and say, hey, you can. To other people, basically, you can also visit in this country, city. There's also a new Bitcoin meetup. Come and visit us. It's then and then, and that's basically how it works. Like there's no real. It's not really like I don't know some.
We have like the Hotel Princess, where a lot of Bitcoin events are, which are also quite big.
Yeah, that
so in Stuttgart, in Ploching, but it's not directly related with Einundzwanzig. It's just a nice Bitcoin hotel, and we have Freiburg. Freiburg is like the headquarters of Freiburg, of Einundzwanzig, Germany, the unofficial, in my opinion.
And when you go to this place, you pay with Bitcoin also, or you what did you do?
In the hotel,
For example.
It's like the owner is a hardcore Bitcoiner, and you can pay with Bitcoin, and they have Bitcoin education events. So the brand is really around Bitcoin, and there are a lot of events.
Excellent.
And don't you get crypto bros making fake meetups? Like there are some crypto meetups, of course, some random crypto meetups all over the place in bigger cities, especially. But I don't know. Like, of course, there's sometimes some shitcoiners in the Einundzwanzig meetups, but we can still convert them to Bitcoiners, and as long as they don't take.
I think all of us. I don't know you, but for example, since I start in Bitcoin or this ecosystem, of course I watch everything, and I also interact with different tools, because there is some tools that it's useful, like USDT, like if you want to do something, maybe it's interesting. So I think everybody can, it's like a common thing that you interact with another tools. But even though that doesn't mean that you cannot recognize the difference, like we are Bitcoiners like maxis, but we also accept, like if you want to use or learn about another thing, but you know the difference and the value of Bitcoin, that is much more different than the rest. The important that is that you understand the difference and the value. Yes. That's not
in the end. The shitcoins will go to zero anyway, so it doesn't matter if someone is into shitcoins.
Let's see what happened with Ethereum.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very nice to watch, I would say.
It's happening. It's fucking happening. The last week was like, and then now it's going down again. So everything is going to zero. Like against Bitcoin, the rest is going to zero. Everything. Like the graphic is.
That's really good. That was like the favorite thing of the week. That's the price of Ethereum.
The only thing that I can catch is der Boche. Was bedeutet
It was like the best thing, the lightning of the week, like the hopeful message of the week, and that's like the price of Ethereum.
Your magic moment.
Magic moment.
Magic moment.
Yeah. Okay,
so,
excellent.
Just to inform our visitors, so normally we had this week like a Gewinnspiel, but we will show the videos which like participated to win the Gewinnspiel next week. So don't be like afraid that we forget it. We didn't forget it. And I have to leave the chat now, but you can still be in the live stream, but I have an appointment. So I will leave the stream on. And
I would say we can cut it down. It needs to be 1 hour, so it's like spicy, and we don't. I don't know.
Okay.
There's no real reason, but we keep it at 1 hour most of the time. Maybe one last question here. Like it's we don't really know who's part of Einundzwanzig or not. It's like more or less there. Of course, some people working with some companies are at Einundzwanzig, and sometimes we have some fundings and can give away some to Bitcoin developers or whatever. So, but there's no really thing to be sure that someone is part of Einundzwanzig. It's just a decentralized thing. Like everyone can be Einundzwanzig and found their own meetups and whatever. All right.
Decentralize everything. Open source.
Yes.
Well, that's perfect words for the end.
Yeah. And
decentralize everything.
Right? Can you see that candle? Burn the fiat. I made that.
It's a candle. I love it.
Nice advertisement. Are you candle seller now?
Yeah. But yeah, big things are coming. I'm gonna move as well. I got my first Bitcoin job.
Amazing, congrats.
I can't drop the bomb yet, but you all know them. That's for sure.
So happy for you. And I mean, you already told us you are a candle seller now. That's your Bitcoin shop, selling Bitcoin candles.
All right.
See you next
Thank you
week.
very much thank you very much that you've been on this podcast here. It was very nice. You can come every time back to this podcast. Maybe we talk in German then.
Vielen Dank für die Einladung, I have to really practice my Deutsch, even though my English, but well, I'm working on that. And then we can do it in German. Or maybe you can learn some Spanish and we can try in Spanish. We can invite you to our podcast sala place, and we can have some important.
No muy bien.
Esta una idea buena. Hablo español es muy importante por el global Bitcoin adopción.
Muy bien, exactamente. Yeah, because the main user, I don't know. I think we need to know about that. But maybe the Spanish community is bigger than the rest. Like because we need much more the rest of the people.
And a lot of Germans went to Argentina. We don't tell exactly what's the reason for that, but a lot of Germans moved there in the past. So there is also like a German community there. So Germany and Spanish were together strong. German speaker and Spanish speaker together strong.
We'll make great Bitcoiners.
We need to create it and create that, yes. Let's work on that, okay?
Yes. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, muchas gracias y nos vemos.
Auf Wiedersehen.
See you in Prague.
See you in Prague.